Okay, so we're gonna candle Frou-Frou's eggs. It has been 6 days, so we're gonna candle each one very carefully.
There's a baby in there.
Mm-hmm.
No, the kid.
All right, this egg looks good.
And that one too.
Yep, there's a baby moving in there. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Me too. And that one too.
This one is internally pipped. You can see it right here. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera though. Right there.
Little baby.
It's kind of going into the air sac.
Air sac? There's an air sac?
Yep. The
That
baby's
one-
good.
Yep. Oh, it must be good baby. We have a baby right now.
See if y'all can see that moving. Sophia, stay still so it can focus.
You can see the little veins.
You can see like a little shadow where it's moving around in the egg.
Yeah. Found it good. Right.
Yep.
Even that way. Hey. Sounds like it too. No, you can see him moving around right now, right?
Yeah, they're all moving around so far.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And
This one is internally pipped. You can see
yeah,
right there. Looks like it's internally pipped.
yeah. What does pit mean? It means like it's.
Yeah, it's moving. So it's internally pipped. So it's this egg should hatch maybe tomorrow or the next day. The other eggs maybe in 2 days. So we're gonna put it back. Frou-Frou's not too happy. Put her back in there very carefully.
There.
All right. And she's not gonna move off these eggs again. So we will update y'all whenever we see some babies. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, I went out there to check on Frou-Frou earlier today, and there were some ants in the bottom of her cage. It wasn't like inside the little basket, the blue basket with her eggs, but I was worried that they would get in there with her. There was one chick that had pipped earlier, so I moved her to a different cage, and she ended up getting out, and she went back to the cage that she was originally in. And so I was going to bring her eggs to her, hoping that the ants wouldn't get to them. But I noticed that she had pecked one of her eggs. The egg that was pipped is pecked open, and the baby was not ready to hatch yet. It is still alive. I put it in the incubator. I will probably have to assist it because it looks like it's shrink wrapped, which happens whenever air gets into the egg and dries out the membrane on the inside of the egg, and it kind of like shrinks around the baby. And it's kind of like one of those air sealers where you use for your food. It sucks all the air out of the bag. So it's kind of like that. So the baby's now like stuck in this membrane, and so I will have to get it out. So I gave her an egg that I had like that we had got from the store. And I gave it to her. It had been sitting on the counter all day. Stop rocking me. So I didn't want to give her like a freezing cold egg because she wouldn't sit on it. So I gave her a room temperature egg, and I also didn't want to give her one of my chicken eggs because it will develop depending on how long she will sit on it. After just 1 day, the embryo just starts to develop. So I didn't want her sitting on a fertile egg. So she is out there sitting on a store-bought non-fertile egg that will not develop. But as her chicks hatch, I will slowly give her each one. Actually, I'm gonna give them all to her at one time because in the past some hens have bonded with babies really fast and they won't accept any new ones. I'm just making these decisions as I go along. So as her babies hatch, I will continue to update everyone. You will see it all in this video. Last night, you will see in the beginning of this video, I had candled her eggs. That was last night. I didn't want to post that until I had more footage for y'all So I hope that y'all continue to watch and enjoy. Okay, so here's the chick in the egg. You can see that there's a lot of blood around the opening, and it just looks kind of dry in there. You see it opening and closing its mouth. I was told if it's still open and closing its mouth, it's still digesting the yolk, which absorbs into the belly. So I'm going to possibly wait a few hours and then assist this chick. It's just hard to know when is the correct time to assist, because the blood vessels that were broken earlier is a sign that it's not finished absorbing the yolk or the blood that's around it. When it's ready to come out, it will have everything completely absorbed for the most part, and that way it doesn't bleed to death. So there are all of the eggs in there, you can see. So I'm just waiting. You can see my thermometer / hydrometer is showing that it's at 99 degrees and it's 74 humidity right now. This thermostat I get from with thermometer and hydrometer I get from Walmart. I think it's like $11. It shows you the bottom where it says 84 and 63. That's what it was when I first put a battery back in it, and then the top numbers is what the highest has been. So it shows you the lowest and the highest that it's been within the last 24 hours. So if you have an incubator like this one right here, where it doesn't show you what the highest has been, what the lowest has been, it's good to put that type of thermometer in here so that you can see the range of fluctuation, because this basically it's a Chinese cheap built incubator. It does work for the most part. I have lost a lot of developing chicks in there, so one of these thermometers is more reliant, so you can see the fluctuations. But I'm just waiting to see how I feel about this chick and when I'm going to need to help it. Hopefully I will help it, within a timely manner to when it actually needs help. You can see the eggs kind of rolling around because it's this TV stand that it's sitting in is it's not really on level floor, so when we walk around it moves, but it's not harming the eggs in any way. So I will let you know when something changes. There is one other egg that is starting to pip, but it's not at the point as this one is. So there was only 2 eggs yesterday that looked like they were internally pipped when I handled them outside. So I'm assuming this is one of them and the other one is the other. So okay, so it is almost 1 a.m. in the morning, and I have held this baby near the sink with some hot water running, and I let water drip off my hands into the shell, and as you can see, all of the membrane is now wet. I do believe I see, let me turn the light on real quick. I do believe I see a blood vessel right here, which is why I'm not going to go any further. But you can see, this is how chicks are positioned in the shell. This is his little foot. You can see how cute it is. It's up above its head. They all rolled up in there, but very much alive. So I'm gonna go put it back in the incubator and just wait. I did make a little crack going all the way around, and he's already been pushing against that. So Like I said, I saw a little bit of blood right here. No, right here. And I don't want to break any blood vessels. So, he should be okay. He should make it. But I'm going to go to sleep, and hopefully in the morning when I wake up, he'll be out. Really hope so. But I might wake up during the night and check on him. Him, her. This is a bantam coaching. I'm really hoping that I get some frizzles from this clutch, because Ruru is the daddy, and he's a frizzle. Okay, so it's 10 a.m. And as you can see, he's turned over. His head is out now. I'm not convinced that he will make it out though, so I'm going to help it because I think that the membrane is still dried around it, because it's now 10 a.m. It's been many hours since I wet it, and I just want to make sure that it doesn't get so tired that it just dies. So I'm gonna help it real quick. This is what it's looking like, actually. I think he is ready to come out. He is a little bit stuck, so it is the right decision to help him. It's back in this glue to this egg. But it's alive, it's healthy, and it's happy. So that's good. I've wet him. His belly button was still a little bit attached to the egg. You can kind of see that. With them moving around, it usually comes off on its own. You never want to pull that. It will probably get caught on a cage and come off. It's just a strand. Sometimes this dries and then you cut it. But I don't have anything sterile right now, so I'm just going to set it back in the incubator. It will not hurt him to have it pulled around. But you see now he's wet, so when he does dry, he's not going to have all that goop on him from being stuck. He did need help, but his belly button is completely closed. It's the way it should be. It just has that one little strand connected to the shell. I'll probably find my scissors and sterilize them and help out if I need to. But he's going back in the incubator because he's cold. As I said, that it actually broke, so you can see if he'll cooperate. You can see his belly button is completely closed. Very healthy chick, very happy, cute little baby. So, putting it back in the incubator so that it can fluff up. I can't see them. There they are. Two little babies. So there are two babies now. I did just realize that it's hot in there, so I opened it a little bit. That's not the temperature that it is now. It's going to be going down because I have opened this incubator to let some of the air out. There are more that are pipped, so I don't want to open it too long because then it can shrink wrap the other babies. But I do kind of need the temp to go down. So it's a good thing I came in here and checked them. Here's some eggs that I have incubating. That's going to be just fine. I'm going to hand turn them. The ones with the K, or Khaki Campbell's, the ones with the A, or the ones that my husband bought, the ones with the C, or my Cucumorans. I believe there are some pecan eggs in here as well, and here's one of the eggs that was broken whenever my husband got it. and it's developing fine. The other one actually died, so it stopped developing, so it was tossed. And this incubator was completely full. There was literally no room to turn eggs, but so far a lot of them have not made it. Most of the eggs that my husband got did not make it, which is not surprising because the man that he got them from actually had the eggs in the refrigerator, which isn't something that you want to do. It turns the hatch rate, like it lowers it way down, because it damages the inside of the egg or whatever. But close this back. These windows fell out just now when I tipped it over, so I don't see the other one, so I forgot to find the other one. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on updating y'all with what's going on in here. It says it's still at 104, but I don't think that's true. So babies look fine. They don't look overheated or anything. So I will let y'all know how everything goes. Okay, so we now have 3 dried and fluffy coochins and 1 more just hatched. You can notice that there's a bunch of eggs in here. The eggs that I had in this incubator, I canned them last night and they were internally pipped, which means they had entered into the air cell, so they were getting ready to hatch. And as you can see, hopefully, see right there on that where the X is on this egg. Let's see, right. Where's my finger? Right here, you can see that little pip in that egg. Maybe. Yeah. And several more eggs have pipped since putting them in here this morning. So that's 4 of the coochin. I'm still waiting on 5 more to hatch. I canned them last night, and they were all developing, all alive, all moving around in the air cell. So they should continue to hatch throughout today and tomorrow. I do believe that some of these eggs are a little bit further behind than the other ones. Not by much, but just a bit, because it was really hot outside when she started laying these eggs. And she laid about 16 or 17 eggs. Some of them went bad right away. It was really hot outside. So they did start developing before she had actually started sitting on them. But this is an older chick with one that hatched yesterday and then one that just now hatched. So there's kind of a little bit of bullying going on because they are starting to get hungry. But when the light is off, they don't really pick on each other too much. You can see that they are getting very active. So the mama is no longer really sitting on the egg that I gave her. She's standing in the cage. But I will be, let me turn this light off. I will be putting these chicks in a cage, kind of like the other ones that I have outside in that big pen that I recently got. I have it covered with some mesh so that babies can't get out. But I will probably just put them all in there and then put the mama in there. And if she attacks them, then I will. I think this egg is rolled over onto this baby. It's a big egg and it's a little chick. So, okay, that's better. If she attacks them, then I will remove them, and then I'll raise all of these baby chicks together. Even the bigger ones that are going to hatch from these eggs that we got from a friend. So, that's what's going on. We now have 5 chicks, last time I counted. 5 babies. Can't see them all because, let's see, they're over here. There it is. Look at the baby. Oh, yeah, 5. Watch your wing. So our incubator exploded. I can't open it too wide, but that's what's going on in there. Hi, cute little baby. Lots of pretty lovely chicks. So since somebody let the cooching out, the frou-frou, the one that was broody, who was hatching these eggs, since somebody let her out, she's no longer broody. But this girl has gone broody, and she's been sitting on some eggs. And I put a chick in her nest. I put her in this cage just now, and I put a chick in her nest with her eggs. And she's kind of just ignoring it. This can go 2 ways. She could love it, or she could kill it. So we are waiting to see which she chooses. We have well over maybe 15, 20 chicks that are in the laundry room. I'll have to count them. I don't know the exact count, but okay, so Azul did not take the babies. I did not think this girl would take them, but I brought one to her and she clucked like she was talking to them. She's not, look, oh, she's attacking it. She just kind of warned it. It's going back in there. There's a black chick in there too. It's underneath the hay somewhere. There it is. So, Frou-Frou did not want the babies. She actually slept up here on top of this kennel the whole night. And the next morning I let her out because I didn't want to keep her cooped up. But there is, I believe, 21 babies in there. Some of them are back here, actually. But altogether, there's 21. 8 of Frou-Frou's babies hatched. There's, I think 2 or 3 Cuckoo Morans, and the rest are my husband's. Very cute. Some of them are solid black, and some of them are yellow. But they are adorable. So they will stay out here. They have a little heat lamp down here. I had them in my laundry room for a couple of nights. But it's not really safe to have a heat lamp inside. Right here, you can see they're in the middle of the yard. There's nothing really that can get them with this fencing with the netting on it. I do have the mesh here, and then there's metal on the door. The heat lamp I had up here, and I had originally put metal on the door, metal wire, so that the plastic wouldn't be in front of the heat lamp, but it's not damaging it in any way. I have it stuck onto this bucket so that it doesn't fall over. But again, there's not really a whole lot of risk of fire with it outside on the ground. But there is risk of having a heat lamp in the laundry room where I have my clothes at. All of our clothes is in there. Trailers or mobile homes take about 20 seconds to completely go up in flames. And it's really not safe. Here's the baby turkeys. Cute little things. So they're out here, and I will continue to update y'all as they grow. Very excited. We are going to keep all of these babies, so you will be able to see them grow up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Y'all have a blessed evening.